So Nintendo's getting wrapped up in yet again another Super Smash Brothers controversy. But it's starting to look more and more like Super Smash Brothers has, well, not Super Smash Brothers. Nintendo has prior engagements with another company, and that other company is flexing on Nintendo and getting them to do stuff that maybe Nintendo shouldn't be doing. There's aspects to this that we don't know the full details around. People are saying this, people are saying that, but it's starting to look like Panda, which is a company that is trying to do the sole Super Smash Brothers fighting game circuit, is trying to say that it has exclusivity when, according to Nintendo, they don't. So, interesting aspects. We don't know, but let's get into the article. Major Smash Brothers tournament shut down by Nintendo. Smash World Tour also accuses a rival tournament of meddling. Smash World Tour, which was set to have its annual championship on December 9th through to 11th, with a prize pool of $250,000. That's a lot of dough, but also modern day, it's not a whole lot. Will now seemingly no longer go ahead, with Nintendo being blamed for the cancellation and rival tournament organizer Panda being implicated in the decision. I think Nintendo's being weak. All things considered, I think Nintendo's being strong-armed by Panda through all this. I think Panda is the big bad, and they're flexing some stuff, maybe some deal that they have with Nintendo to get Nintendo to quash competition for Panda. Nintendo has denied some of the allegations. In a statement posted by the organizers of the event, it was claimed that despite having productive conversations with Nintendo about receiving an ongoing license to host Smash Bros. Tournament, Nintendo suddenly stated that the Smash World Tour could no longer go ahead. Without any warning, we received notice that the night before Thanksgiving from Nintendo that we could no longer operate. It said. So this is from Smash World Tour. This was especially shocking given our discourse with Nintendo the past 12 months. The statement also accused the CEO and co-founder of Panda, a Smash Bros. Tournament with Nintendo license, of trying to sabotage Smash World Tour's 2022 event by telling tournament organizers last year that it was shutting down. So, here's the other aspect. Smash World Tour doesn't have a Nintendo license, and they don't license out the game, they just play the game. Panda has a license, so Panda pays Nintendo to get the license so they can play this game. I'm willing to bet that Panda and Nintendo have this deal. Nintendo originally was just letting people play the game as it stands, but now that Panda is paying for this deal to play the game, and I guess Nintendo gets a cut, Panda's saying, hey, these people don't have a license. We do. We have a deal with you. Shut it down. Nintendo's then getting strong arms saying, hey, we do have an agreement. We got to do this. If we don't, we get in trouble. That's now looking bad because for several years, it appears, a lot of these competitions didn't have license through Nintendo and were just doing it. And Nintendo didn't have a problem until recently with Panda. We specifically held off announcing 2022's Smash World Tour at the 2021 championships per the request of Nintendo, it said. The aim was to get license before our tour 2022. Our 2022 tour was announced and kicked off in March. During that time period of December to March, we continued our talks with Nintendo. For the first time, we felt like Nintendo was being constantly straightforward, transparent, and direct in answering our questions. We also began finalizing details on the 2022 Smash World Tour with various tournament organizers around the world. this time with more confidence than ever. However, we quickly found that many organizers were concerned about joining up in 2022. They told us that they had been told by Alan, the CEO and co-founder of Panda, that we were going to get shut down and we are not coming back in 2022. Panda, what you doing there, buddy? What's going on? Because it also sounds like World Tour was trying to at least be a competitor, get licensed, be more legit, and you guys decided, no, you want to be the only ones. You want to be the top dogs. According to the statement, Nintendo reassured Smash World Tour that Panda's license was not exclusive and that it would speak to the Panda CEO about his alleged behavior. So, that exclusivity part. Panda's not exclusive. They do not have the sole rights to play this game at tournaments. They do not have the sole tournament rights to this. So, as long as other tournaments weren't using the license. From my understanding, some of Smash past tours, they didn't have a license. They now wanted to become more legit, become more big, become more accessible. They wanted to get the license. Panda comes in and says, no, we want to be the exclusive right. Maybe they have some sort of deal that we don't know about that's very large, and Tour was going to get a smaller deal, and Panda got pissed. Panda wants to be the sole owner, it sounds like. The statement claimed that despite applying for a license in January, Nintendo was slow to process the application. Partially affect the Panda Cup was announced in May, particularly after the Panda Cup was announced in May. So the Panda gets announced, and then everything kind of starts slowing down, and only informed Smash World Tour in November that it could no longer continue just a few weeks before the annual championships. Following the publication of the statement, a Nintendo spokesperson gave its own statement to Kotaku, choose a better outlet, Nintendo, that appeared to tell a different story. Unfortunately, after continuous conversations with Smash World Tour, and after giving the same deep consideration we apply to any potential partner, we were unable to come to an agreement with Smash World Tour for a full circuit in 2023, Nintendo's statement read. How does that affect 2022, though? Because now this statement starts sounding like they're throwing World Tour under the bus, but nobody's talking about Panda that much. I'm looking more at Panda. I think Panda's pulling the strings here. I don't think it's Nintendo. Well, Nintendo is to blame, but I think Panda has some sort of deal that nobody's really talking about. Nintendo did not request any changes to or cancellations of remaining events in 2022, including the 2022 championship event, considering the negative impacts on the players who were already planning to participate. Cannot speak. I'm not feeling the greatest today, guys. Bear with me. Moving as fast as I can. However, Smash World Tour then responded with a second statement, reiterating points made in the original. To be clear, we did not even submit an application for 2023 yet. The license applications was for the 2022 championships submitted in April, it read. Nintendo including all 2023 activity was an addition we were not even expecting, and our call to accompanied the statement. God. We asked multiple times if we could be able to continue to operate without a license as we had in years past, with the same unofficial understanding with Nintendo. we were told point blank that those times are over. So Nintendo said, you have to get a license. So what's going on here? Before they didn't need a license to do all this. Now they do need a license. Everything was working fine. Then Panda gets their license. Panda starts doing their tournaments, and the licensing starts to slow down. What's going on with all this? Now, I do think Nintendo has some criticism here. I think more blame goes towards Panda. What's Panda doing? What backroom deals is Panda going on with? They followed up the call with a statement in writing, again confirming both the 2022 championships and all 2023 activity were in the exact same boat. Earlier this year, the long-running fan fighting game tournament, EVO, revealed that Super Smash Bros. Would not be part of its 2022 event, stating that Nintendo has opted out of it. This was also where a lot of this stuff started happening. This massive event, Nintendo says, hey, we're not going to be a part of this anymore. Hey, we're not going to be joining in this anymore. What's going on? This happened and I thought, it doesn't look good for Nintendo, but I'm willing to bet Nintendo has their own fighting game plans. But now you throw this into the mix with Panda, with other companies getting kicked out. What's going on? What kind of deal does Panda have over Super Smash Bros? Because let's be real, Nintendo Online isn't the best. Super Smash Bros. Online is kind of laggy and kind of glitchy. It is not super fun to play, but these tournaments get more eyes on these very massive games. Now you have a bunch of other fighting games that you can do and a bunch of other fighting competitions you can do. But Smash Brothers could become another stage up in these tournaments. Why are they getting kicked out? Why are they pulling this game from everywhere when it is a very large game, where it is a very popular game? What's going on behind the scenes? It was unclear why Nintendo opted to remove Super Smash Bros. From the event, but at the time it was believed it may have to do with Nintendo's partnership with Panda to create the first official licensed circuit for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Super Smash Bros. Melee for North America. But Panda doesn't have an exclusivity deal, right, Nintendo? So what is Panda doing? Everybody's in this article is pointing the fingers at Nintendo solely, but not a lot of people are talking about what Panda's doing behind the scenes. I think there's more to this story, because this is not the first time Super Smash Bros. Affected a competition. They affected EVO here. So what's going on? What's affecting these competitions, and why is Nintendo pulling their games and telling people you can't do this anymore? If Panda doesn't have an exclusivity deal, this shouldn't be bad. But according to everybody else, Nintendo's coming in saying, hey, you can't do this. You get Panda CEO going to organizing events and stuff like that saying, hey, you can't do this and you'll get shut down next time. What's happening? Let me get your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Share it out with all your friends. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.